My fellow magicians, the dawn is breaking on the stage that holds our final destiny. And so, my fellow magicians, let's all go to hell in a fast car and keep it hot. And on today's little pit stop, we have some aggressive energy in the read. And so I'll go over two versions of this, what it might be, and then of course we'll expand into the tarot. So what we're starting with is High Honor and Page of Cups. So whoever you are, or for whoever is in your energy that is experiencing this, there is someone, if it's you, you know you would only be willing to entertain any sort of like new relationship, right? Friendship, romance, whatever it's going to be. You have a standard for that. And you're not going to drop that standard, right? Or there is someone around you who feels that way, or they know you feel that way. And especially for romantic situations, if someone is not meeting that standard, you have no problem just cutting it off. Like you have no issue with that. Someone else has no issue with that, who you know, or someone is aware that you are this way. And if that is the case, what it seems like you or another person are fine with is focusing on like your goals, your dreams, your life, your career, whatever it is, running yourself, or someone knows this about you. Likewise, what this could be is like that High Honor, that's about standards. We're starting with standards. This Lovers, the reason why these standards are here is because you or someone else has like, you know, just had like crappy, I don't know, I just feel like that's everybody except for like extreme outliers have likely had some negative experiences in romance, but the Ten of Swords is fairly extreme for a negative experience, right? That's like betrayal trauma. So that's what it seems like is our overview. So let's go ahead and get into these tarot specifics. Page of Cups, Three of Cups. So it might be that you have options, someone around you has options, or someone that you know is aware you have options, and you're not going to entertain just like, this is discriminating, right? I'm going to look whomst amongst these people who can really be my friend, right? A good friend. Because I would say a good friend, that's going to be someone you want before you want a romantic option. And I would say, like, if you can't, like, if you don't think that, like, someone that you're being romantic with could be a good friend, I don't understand why you're with them. I mean, unless, of course, you're just interested in physical pleasure, but that doesn't seem to be the type of person that I'm describing, or the type of people that I'm describing. Because there's, of course, a reality and a place for people who are just looking for, you know, we'll call it romantic pleasure, right? And so what is underneath this Lovers, Ten of Swords? Okay, well, we have a King of Cups and a Ten of Coins. Now, this King of Cups was in reverse. I'm getting a no. He's not in reverse? No, he's not in reverse. Or they or she, right? Remember, we're not. We're non-gendered. We're non-gendered girls over here. Okay, everybody's a non-gendered girl on the channel, all right? So we have a King of Cups here. And they might have a family or some sort of personal wealth. And personal wealth can be a lot of things, y'all. That's not just money. But it could be that this person has a family. This person has some sort of legacy. And they, like, because of that, they're being very discriminating about who they deal with, because it could be that they like have just dealt with people like through experience, right? They're just like, I have dealt with people who have not deserved this. And I would say that because people get real bent out of shape about like, why aren't men who I really don't know not like pulling out all the stops for me on a first date? And it's like, well, you know, men who you don't know you, and they're actually allowed to vet you too. And I promise you, if I was a man, like, y'all would hate me. Y'all would hate me as a man. I wouldn't be giving y'all shit until I was damn sure that you deserved it. I promise you. So when people, When people start talking about stuff like that, even if I was like a billionaire, I would be like, but does she deserve me? Like, I'm a bit like, what? I don't know. Like, oh, no. I can't just be giving my golden dragon energy to just on what? Get out. So it's just like, that would be my mentality if I was a man. So I kind of talk about that for everybody. Everybody deserves the standard of their preference. And if you don't like someone's standard, you are not for them. So it's just like, I don't know. I just feel like people get kind of wild about expectations for things, even when people do have the resources to spend on it. Someone who cares about themselves is not going to want to feel used. And it doesn't matter, like, because people think, oh, men don't care about being used. Men who aren't aggressively stupid do care, okay? And men who are concerned with whatever this King of Cups is concerned with and who has that type of responsibility is not someone who's aggressively stupid. A King of Cups is also in touch with their emotions, and they would also know themselves to be a lover boy. And if that is the case, they might have been taken advantage of in the past. So let's see what's under this Queen of Swords and occupation. Justice and the Seven of Swords. I don't know, that because that's striking me as that's potentially a maladaptive coping mechanism. No? I just got a no. We're in positive? Yes, we're in positive. Well, then I'm not quite sure. Let me look at the card, y'all. You know this happens sometimes. So it is a strategic action. Oh. Strategic action, coming clean, rethinking approach. Yes, that's why the Justice is here. Okay, so someone is figuring out something. It's either while they're at work, they might be thinking, philosophizing while they're at work, or doing like other things. Oh, they would be like reevaluating their approach to relationships, friendships. Oh my God, y'all, find another reader. Okay, find another reader. We're gonna go around again, and then I'll see if I have any questions. The Fool. So whoever this person is, or these people who are connected to this energy, they want some form of new relationship with the Fool, but something like positive, right? Something positive. And this King of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. Temperance. So this is just somebody like working out their own situation, or this could be someone who wants like a soulmate. Hearing ya. This person wants someone they can trust, obviously. And so what's going on over here with this Seven of Swords and Justice? Well, so obviously they're rethinking. Knight of Wands, it looks like they're gonna do something here. We have a do something person. But what's this occupation, Queen of Swords? I'm actually curious about that one. Oh, this person is at work. That's so funny. That's so funny. Okay, so I don't really have any questions about like the energy that I'm talking about, kind of what's their little overview here. So we'll clear that away. And on this, we know this person is thinking about this at work. And so all I really have questions about is this Knight of Wands. What is this action? Knight of Wands. They're strategizing, girl. They're making the plan of attack. They might have some options here with that Three of Cups. And so they're trying to think like, what's the best action I can take for myself? If they've been taken advantage of, then what this person needs to do is center themselves and think of themselves very highly and understand that they deserve better. And better does not necessarily mean hotter or more money. That's not necessarily what that means. It can, but not necessarily. All right, what this person is doing, Five of Swords. These people lately have been aggressive, is all I'm saying. We've been getting this Five of Swords type of stuff. I wasn't getting, well, it was on that Seven of Swords. That's why it threw me. I was like, I've been getting that. The energies that we have been discussing, the people who are attached to them have some sort of edginess to them. And it's probably from whatever that Ten of Swords lovers is. It's sort of a, like, it's like overly defensive of myself, but it's not in a, it's not being internally directed. It's being a little bit externally directed. So I'm like, this person could be really caustic when they get angry. That could lean into, depending on where this person is, it could be some like verbal abuse, you know, like, and we never want to go there, but I'm just saying, it's that Five of Swords and that Seven of Swords that's been hovering in this energy that has been throwing me. So Five of Swords, Three of Wands, Two of Wands. How is that action? Well, the Five of Swords is action. But the Three of Wands is, travel plans. Making decisions. I'm going to go around with this again, because the thing that seems the most active is the Five of Swords. And it's even on their abusive relationships. Five of Swords, the Chariot. So there's the movement. The movement might be getting beyond whatever that is mentally, because I'm not seeing this person like actively with other people. I know we had that Three of Cups, but it just like all of these, and like for the month of November, right? Because remember, I seem to recall when we did the overview energies for November, there was somebody who was doing a lot of thinking, or people doing a lot of thinking. So I don't think that this person is currently dealing with a bunch of people. It's more like moving beyond, because the Five of Swords is mental, moving beyond a type of mindset. So that could be the progress here. Is it's not a physical thing, it is a mental and emotional thing. It's mostly mental right now. The High Priestess, this is like inner, it's an inner development. It's an inner development, or that secret movement, secret plans. I'm ready to move on, like spiritually, emotionally, psychologically. I'm ready to leave this. Six of Coins. So this person is ready, Judgment, or they're coming to this. They are moving beyond whatever this like whatever that toxicity is. But I'm telling you, it's not something, like, here's the thing, in order for this person to do this, they can't have a material manifestation. If someone had a material manifestation of whatever that toxicity was, I would be telling you about someone who likely had years worth of work to do before they could come into union. If you have material manifestations around you of any sort of abusive relationship, you need to not, yes, end in the safest way possible, depending on what you're dealing with. Yes, you need to get out of that situation, okay? You need to demanifest it, dematerialize it, and then you do not hop into another relationship. No, girl, you don't. Non-gendered girl. You have to go and, if it is abusive, you have to go to therapy. Stop. You have to go to therapy. You have to have a professional helping you. And I know people are like, that's so judgmental, because there are all types of healing modalities. What I can tell you is that from experience, from observing people who are flapping their yappers about there are all sorts of healing modalities that are outside of, licensed, what do they call it? It's like something like data-backed or science-informed. It's the methods that tend to get the most reliable results. Somebody who is trained and certified in that, a real certification, not like a life coach, okay? Somebody who has to report to a board of their peers, okay? that when people are like making a lot of noise about not wanting to deal with that, unless they are from a very specific culture that has a very specific process around that, because that does exist, but that's not trying to dodge an issue. It is the people who are making noise like that are people who are not ready to change. They are still circling. They're going to run around and start getting involved with all kinds of BS that to them will look like they're doing something. Well, I'm trying all these things, but it's not real. They have not yet suffered enough. In order for you to have the happiness that you want, it is going to require emotional and psychological work from you. So I would suggest to you, consider therapy. Consider therapy. But this person, whoever they are, if they're getting ready to make a move to get into something reciprocal here, if they are making inner progress, they're not dealing with a situation where they have material manifestations. This is something that they are simply reliving in their mind and working out the energy that way. All right, so let's get some more details on this. And then we'll go to our final advice outcome. Oh, this person's moving into fulfillment. Yay. Yay, girl. Or a family. This person might have decided that like they want to, oh, wait, what's that? Oh, like this person, okay. This person's not quite in fulfillment yet. However, what we have here is the 10 of Cups, the King of Wands, and the 5 of Cups, right? I'm sad because this person is reflecting on what they want and what they are currently moving towards. But what this person is kind of going, you know what they're going through? This is good. This person is going through a grief process. And if they are actually crying here with that 5 of Cups, they are allowing the energy to pass through. And here's the thing for the men, right? If you don't want to do the therapy, you do have to feel, you don't have to tell anybody that you're feeling your emotions. You can go in a closet, non-gendered girl, and just cry your little heart out and never tell anybody, oh, I've never cried in my life. Like, fuck that. But crying is allowing energy to move through. It is allowing grief to move through. If you do not let your grief move through you, it becomes impacted and it causes health issues, like heart attacks and things like that, mental health issues, and it obstructs you from getting into happy relationships with people who are your preference and ideal. If you don't move through that energy, you will not have it. Or you will have it for a second and then you'll destroy it. And you'll get into this little mindset where you think like, oh, I can never have it and it'll never be me. And then once you hit that despair as a man in your 40s and 50s, I am telling you, it is unfortunate how many times I have watched the tragedy, okay? Especially I'm in New Orleans, so there's a lot of maladaptive coping down here that's like societally kind of sanctioned because we're a party city. So let me get this 5 of Cups. So this is good that this person is doing this because it's not striking me as substances. Though someone might be talking to a bartender, I don't know, I gotta know. This person's not talking to a bartender. They are getting very sad. They need to mourn the old so they can move into the new. Yes, the Magician, this is positive. This is positive. Magician, Death, let me see this last one. The King of Pentacles, girl. This person is experiencing an inner transformation. And you might think, how is it that simple? Most things are that simple. It's just, it's not easy. For a cis-het American man, it's not easy to cry, even by himself. There is so much stigma against that is reinforced by everyone, not just other men. Patriarchy, people are gonna get mad at me. 'Cause even I don't like hearing that word anymore. It's like, can we come up with a different word? I'm so sick of hearing that word. But it's true, okay? Patriarchy is upheld by everyone, okay? And so men are punished by other women for expressing their feelings, for being lover boys or whatever. They're called queer slurs and stuff like that. So this person is experiencing the inner transformation that goes along with fully experiencing their grief over past situations, which is excellent. And it seems like they're doing it relatively quickly with the Knight of Wands and the Chariot. They might be being aggressive with their own inner work, which I don't know. I have questions about that, but if it's true, you don't have to. I'm always worried about people. That's like when people want to shift weight up or down, and they start like berating themselves either for being too skinny or for being too fat, and they're like getting themselves into the habit by like demeaning themselves. That tends to be how you create like actual EDs. And if you're creating an ED, you already have to have like trauma there in the first place. You typically cannot create that out of thin air, though I'm sure it's possible. What that also tends to produce, like results wise, is like unstable results. If you are berating yourself into change, you will change for a while and then you'll like have a rebound. So that's like what leads to people like not being able to maintain their manifestation because they created it low vibrationally, okay? So yes, you can do low vibrational manifestation. It will work, but it tends to be a quick result that is also short term, that tends to have some sort of like negative rebound onto you. That's why I kind of I don't promote it, but I don't deny that you can do it. So let's see what's on our High Priestess, Three of Wands. It seems like whoever our King of Pentacles is, they're gonna be all right. Good for them. All right. Oh, Three of Swords. Yeah, this person's dealing with shit. This person's dealing with shit, which sucks. If I'm talking to you, I know that fucking sucks. It's like we don't want to. Like, I understand why people don't want to do it. Like, I don't want to do it either. Ooh, the Tower. But if you want what you want, you know, you gotta kind of, the Moon. This person is going deep, girl. Non-gendered girl. This person is going deep into their pain with that Moon. The Emperor, bitch. That's crazy. This person is like, oh my God, I'm getting the energy off of this. This person is like, oh my God, it's very attractive. It's very attractive if this is a man, okay? And like I said, it's attractive to see, but whoever this person deals with in the future, they don't need to see this. It's just important that it's done. So if you can do this by yourself, I would say go for it. It's not that you absolutely can't, but I stand on business about like the thing about not wanting to go to therapy and things like that, depending on what you're dealing with. Because it also gets dangerous because when you go super deep into yourself, like people unalive over that stuff too. And so you want somebody who can navigate you through it without you dying, because like it's dangerous work is what I'm telling you. People think that that's goofy. It's not goofy at all. But what it seems like this person is... Can you talk to me a little bit about what this person is dealing with? Because what I feel here... Yeah, this is like, this person has issues with women in the past, okay? Communicate, like, it's just sort of like, I'm guarded against women, okay? And that makes, or, you know, here's the thing. This feels very much like a man to me. I haven't had nothing. I had that Queen of Swords, but that's a very masculine queen, okay? And they would be in the queen because they're thinking about something while they're at work. That's why it's a queen. This feels very much like a man. It feels very much like men's issues. If it's not, accept it. But like sometimes I feel like we're talking to the women and the femmes, and then every so often I feel like we're talking to the men. And today it feels like we're talking to the men. This person has some sort of issue with women in their past that they don't like. But what I'm strength. Oh, it's like controlling women. I'm getting a yes on that. It's like controlling women. It's like verbally abusive women. Yeah, like withholding. These are just like, it's the Empress, it's a negatively aspected Empress, and this would have been a negatively aspected Emperor. These are like withholding women, greedy women, women who only care about this person for their resources, and all of this stuff, which I would say, right, that all of that kind of stuff does tend to go back to childhood. However, if this person is just dealing with like let's say, you know, their mom, right? Mom, dad, whatever, family of origin, where what they went through was like some form of neglect, right? Or they did not receive consistent love. That is nothing to sneeze at, depending on the extent of it. But what I will tell you is this. If this person has never experienced DV, right? Okay, if they've never experienced that, and this person has never experienced sexual abuse or rape or anything like that, you can tend to potentially work through the emotions and pain on this on its own. If you had parents that severely neglected or abused you in some way, or you had, you know, the big stuff, right? The big stuff, girl, all right? That tends to be the stuff that, no, you can't work on it, especially if it's about the sexual, like, you can't work on the sexual stuff by yourself. You gotta go to therapy. It is possible that this person can just do that inner work by themselves if they're not dealing with anything extreme. The more extreme the thing is, the more you cannot do it by yourself, okay? And so I'm just pointing it out. So after this work is over, we have the High Priestess back again on this 2 of Wands, 6 of Coins. It is looking like this person is planning to give to someone. We have the High Priestess, Ace of Pentacles. Or it's talking about this work that this person is doing, producing fruit, a material fruit. Ace of Wands, yes. So what the movement that this is talking about today is whoever this is, they are making significant progress on their own emotional baggage in order for them to move forward into the types of relationships that they do want. And it's looking like they will be taking some sort of like direct action, material action after they close that out, which is fantastic, okay? So we will move right into our final advice outcome, and then close with the Sun and the Father. And if you are a man that you know you've been committed to the therapy, committed to like, if you're choosing AA or sobriety or whatever, you know that you are a man who is doing the hard work. We appreciate you. We really do. And I know like people don't like, oh, it's so like, I'm even getting kind of cringe like saying that, but it is important. It is valuable. And people typically aren't going to thank you for that, like directly, because you're going to hear, especially online, you're going to hear stuff like, well, that's the bare minimum, and we should not be, I don't know, like saying thank you to men, or like applauding men for like doing like the bare minimum. If I am giving them positive feedback for what I think is a positive thing, they're more likely to keep doing the positive thing and get into a relationship with somebody that they want. So girl, I'm helping you if you are one of those people who, you know, would like to be in a nice relationship with a man. So I would encourage you that if your own cup is full, right, and you do not feel that you are in a period of your life where you do need to be like more withholding, like from that, okay, because that is valid. If you're not though, and a man is expressing to you how he's been improving his own life and his own mental and physical health, and you have it within you to be like, oh my God, that's amazing, like, and like, you know, give him all kinds of positive feedback for that, I would say go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. Don't withhold from the men. Oh my gosh. Because they're not going to get, like, they'll get, like, there's a way that other men give men positive feedback, but it's not the same. It's not the same. Final advice outcome. Oh, look, the hermit is here. Soul searching. This person's deep in the shits right now. Eight of Swords. This person's deep in it, okay? But, I mean, the Eight of Swords is, I don't typically like to see it because it's, it can be imprisoning, but look at here, we have the Death to finish. This person, this is sort of like, all of this, the Hermit and the Eight of Swords, it's like, I need to be sequestered. This person needs to be in their own space. They need to be in their, in their mind palace girl, because they are undergoing radical change right now, and we love to see it, okay? Even if it does suck, if you are watching this and you're one of the men who's going through this right now, I promise you, it is going to be worth it in the end. Please do stick with it. Page of Wands, and yeah, they're going to come out of this. They're going to be coming out of this brand new. Limitless potential, free spirit, excitement, freedom. That's lovely. So they're not stuck. So that's good, because I feel like we've been getting that stuck energy, y'all know, like throughout the beginning of the month, and like as Laura, you know how I get. But this feels lighter. This feels like something is breaking up. The Emperor is in, he's hanging out. Okay, well, the Emperor is in his mind palace. Death and the Judgment. It's just 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This is happening at the exact right time for this person, okay? This is, for whoever is experiencing this right now, this is a canon event for this person. And I get it. Like, some canon events really do suck. But it doesn't seem like this person's gonna be where they are for very long. Maybe a month or two. I don't know. It could take this person to, I'm hearing no, not until the end of the year. So they're making quick progress. And can I tell you something? I'm gonna tell you this before, because I pulled some more on this Death and Judgment. I've been thinking about this. Because if you don't know, like some of y'all do know, for the Mega Happy Timeline stuff, we were getting, like, a while back, that part of the Mega Happy Timeline was like men becoming men or whatever, or like men healing and like blah, blah, blah. And what I want to tell you is that, like, I remember years ago, I was talking about, like, a lot of, like, the femmes and women and the people who are going to be in more yin energy have already done their work. And it's like, it is the men, the yang energy women or whoever, or the masks who need to catch up. And the thing is, we're talking about soulmates, right? Or that's what the November reads and a lot of the reads we're talking about is like making contact with soulmates. Somebody's inner healing or inner transformation, they can get a speed process on that if they if they're, like, I hate talking about stuff like this because I'm talking about it in such a childish, like, immature way, but it's the only way I can describe it. If somebody has a purpose, right, legitimately, like with another person or whatever, they can get sped up. Like, somebody can get accelerated if they run into an actual soulmate and they do not resist the change. Girl, like, it's like they have something that would have taken somebody else 10 years to do, they can do it in a month or two. But here's the thing, that kind of rapid healing tends to be extremely painful. Like, I'm usually more of the person that's encouraging like something gradual, but for some people it can hit them all at once. But that, like, you don't really want to pray for that unless you're like ready for it, okay? Because I'm telling you, if you're not ready for that energy, you could actually do a lot of damage to yourself. But it seems like this is somehow divinely appointed for this person with the Judgment card. And if they are the Emperor does have a lot of fortitude, resiliency, and groundedness. So it is likely this person, you know, with their stubbornness maybe, that is Misha, that's more, come on, Misha. Can you move aside just for a little bit? Can you go over there? I'm gonna boop you. He's resisting me right now, like so bad. He's like, no. I'm not moving. Okay, there he goes. All right, let me see what's on this judgment. The Four of Swords, this person is so processing right now. The Nine of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords. Ooh, Lord. Well, that could be, they have to destroy, I'm going to pull on that. They're processing the types of women, because Nine of Pentacles is typically positive, but the Nine of Pentacles could be a very selfish person, right? That could be a negative. They are moving through this particular archetype of woman, if this is a woman, that has continually stabbed them in the back. Because a Nine of Pentacles person who's negatively aspected is by themselves. They're only thinking about themselves in luxury. They're not really thinking about another person, except in the sense of, are you giving me money or fine things? That is all I care about. I am in my own space with that. I have no space here for you. So that could be it. Yeah, Knight of Swords, it's sort of like this person is not attacking another person. They are attacking and dismantling the idea of a certain type of person that they have been dealing with. Dismantling that and moving through that energy so they can embrace a new sort of person. I should not, he went and laid down over there and is being like all purry and everything, but if I say his name, he's gonna get up and come back over here, and I don't want that. He's so cute though. Ten of Swords, Seven of Cups. Yeah, this is all inner work. Inner work, Queen of Cups underneath the deck. This person, the Star, Eight of Wands. This person's going through some rapid stuff right now. Rapid stuff. Okay, so that's our final advice outcome. Whoever these people are, they are making significant don't grab me. He just grabbed me. They are making significant progress with their own process. Can you not? You're being very possessive right now, sir. There's a negative aspect of the Emperor is trying to like hold on too tight. Ow! I'm trying to pull away and he's like latched onto me right now. Baby, can you let me go though? Can you let me go? Huh? Yeah? Yeah, okay, there we go, Jesus. Speaking of which, so my fellow magicians, let's all reach out and touch faith and get a little bit of our own personal Jesus on it. All right, Jesus says, God loved the world so much that he gave his one and only son so that everyone who believes in him will not perish but have eternal life. This is Dark Night of the Soul stuff. This person is burning themselves to ash, at least in this aspect of their lives, and they are going to be reborn from that. So this person is going through a really intense crucible right now. I respect it. It's also a form of self-sacrifice. So this person is being made new. Hooray. Jesus also says, if you believe, you will receive whatever you ask for in prayer. And here's the thing. This person might have asked, right? Let's say this person asked deep down inside, they never really said it to anybody, but they like internally, they were like, God, I'm so sick of all these like bitches and like me. Like I want a good woman. I want like a soulmate. Like I want a wife. Like when people ask for that, what they tend to think, right, is that like a wife or a husband or like $1 million or whatever it is just gonna like drop out of the sky on them like as they are. That's how they'd like it to go. Typically, that's not what happens. What ends up happening is whatever is in you that is obstructing you from manifesting what it is you want to manifest is going to get dismantled. And depending on what that is, that's going to be painful. And if there's really not much in you that is obstructing you from the manifestation, you're going to get it relatively quickly, and it's not going to be as painful as long as it has a way to come to you. Jesus finally says, how much more will the Heavenly Father give the Holy Spirit to those who ask him? So also this person is being fortified. This person is being fortified by the forces. I'm telling you, there's something about this that it's like this person's time, which means that whoever I'm talking about is likely, or the people, right? This is more than one person. The people who I'm talking about, they are the ones, and that's why I'm saying you don't want to be integral to the mega happy timeline, kind of. You don't want a purpose aligned soulmate thing. I'm telling you, you don't want it, because this is what you have to go through. If this person, and whatever relationship that they're going to get involved with, if they have a soulmate that they've made a contract with, it's sort of like, that's why this would be happening, because the forces want the mega happy timeline. So it's just like, let's go, bitch. Like, if you agree, we got to go. We got to go because we have to pull this through. But, it's painful, right? That you're going to go through discomfort. So let us officially close the read with the words of the highest authority. That highest authority, of course, being Bob. Our Father who art in heaven. We close with the word of Bob that is good all the time. Oh, y'all, right now, I finally found, I don't know why I didn't think that there was a Bob Ross YouTube channel. And I don't know if they do it every single weekend, but right now, because I talk about Bob so much, I manifested him on my feed. They have a little Bob Ross mini marathon on their live stream right now. So if you feel like being in the energy of Bob, you can go over there and check out their live stream. Hopefully they do it every weekend, because sometimes I just want to put on something that's very soothing, and Bob is that person. So let's see what Bob has to say to us. It's life, it's interesting, it's fun. Like I said, I don't know that this person is feeling that way right now, or these people are. Bob also says, painting will bring a lot of good thoughts to your heart. Painting in this case being this process that this person is going through. Creation can be painful. Creation, pregnancy, birthing, birth pains, right? Ultimately, that painful process is going to bring a lot of good to you, long-term and short-term. Bob also says, anything that you try and you don't succeed, if you learn from it, it's not a failure. So this person is also learning that. They learned, obviously, what they don't want. They learned you got to see what you don't want, and then you get to get what you do want, or you think you want. So this was not a waste of time for this person. And it is likely, besides processing all of this, they are also taking the wisdom out of it with that Hermit card. Bob also says, this is a happy place. Little squirrels live here and play. So by the end of this process, this person is going to be in a much better place, creating much better things for themselves. So, my fellow magicians, this is reality. And I am your GM, your game master for this, the game of life. But it is we who are the greatest magicians of the age, and perhaps the greatest magicians of all time. And together, you and I will perform the greatest magic trick of all time. We will reverse the polarities of the world, make America great for once, fly this boat to the moon somehow, shift the world onto the mega happy timeline, perhaps leaving it a much better place than it ever has been before. Because, my fellow magicians, nothing stays. In 50 years or so, it's going to change, But oh, it's heaven nowadays.